There's a lot of myth about pottery making. A lot of it is not true. When I first started out learning pottery and how to throw on the wheel, I was taught to use as little water as possible, not to weaken the clay. And if you look at potters like Hussein Lin, I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong, I'm sorry for that. He used very little water. He's throwing in porcelain. In fact, he has this video where he's demonstrating how little water he can actually get away with using throwing a pot. But then on the other end of the scale, you have potters like Ingleton. He also do lots of great videos on YouTube. I think he have about 500,000 followers or something. And he literally throws buckets of water on the clay. And it works out really well for him. He's a great thrower. He's a great potter. He mostly used stoneware. So some people will claim, well, that's because he used stoneware and that can sustain a lot more water. But then again, you have potters that use porcelain and lots of water. When I started working with, or getting taught by Christian Brun, I was so surprised to see that he used so much water throwing in porcelain. So let's hear what he has to say and why he's doing that.
I work in porcelain, and I found out that if I want to make work real thin in porcelain, I need as little friction as possible. So I use a lot of water on my porcelain, but I try to work real fast, so that I spend maybe 60 seconds on a teacup, which means that the clay itself doesn't soak from the water, but now I've made the same teacup for years and years and years, which means that I know, or I don't know, but my fingers know exactly what to do, and therefore I can work real fast, and the water doesn't soak the porcelain. And if I don't use a lot of water, the porcelain kind of get warped and torn, and it doesn't like to be mistreated and be stressed by working with too little water. That's my experience, but I've seen porcelain potters throw almost without water, and I don't know how they do it.